Welcome to Peter Ray's Adventures. Welcome to the latest video. Hopefully everyone's well. And let me just check all that. That's cool. Make sure the live stream today is live stream 167. Oh, charity shops, Carboot charity shops. What do you think? So let us know what you think about the car boots and the charity shop, sort of like opening in a few weeks. Well, that's the theory anyway. That's what's going to be happening in a few weeks' time. Let us know where you are, if you've got a car boot, a charity shops locally that are opening near you. I'll just pop the say hello. LDG's first. Money Mental Andrew. Oliver Ian, Tori, Tracy. Welcome, Tracy. And Fred Chapman. And also, if you're in Australia, America, let us know if you've been able to go thrifting to your thrift stores, your op shops, that sort of thing. Let us know, because I always like to know about different types of areas where people are and what they've been able to do with what's been happening. DB's resales is in. Adrian, if you haven't checked out Adrian's latest video, do check it out. It's a great video where his new storage area is in his new house. The Reseller Kids popped in. Scooby Shaggy. Let me just go down. Derek, Yorkshire Reseller, The Monocle, Craig, and Craig. Nathan's in as well. Tom, Nick K. There was a question. There was a thing here. Some of mine thinking about dates to reopen. Okay, yeah, mine local car boot or local few haven't on any dates yet, but I've got to wait and see with the charity shops as well. Can't see the charity shop opening with employees being mostly elder generation. True. I'll go through a few points in a moment. And then we get some guests in. Fred, sorry, I was popping in. Anyone got any questions? But question what your question is. Chris Tyler's popped in. Car boots near Reseller Kid. Whereabouts are you, Reseller Kid? Let us know. Because I am South London. Well, Southeast. Night's Life popped in. And Joan, thanks for popping in. Steve Brano's here as well. Leanne, No Easy Money. Georgina, Richard Payne. Diamond Geezer. I love that name. Diamond Geezer. Let us know where you're from, Diamond Geezer. Cola Flipper. Where's Z? Richard Pickens popped in to here. Let's quickly go down the end of the chat. Okay. So do you go to Hook Road Arena, Carboot? I do. Night's Life, yes. I go to Hook Road Arena. I go to car boots like, let's have a look. I've got it all on here saved. So I go to the Surrey car boot when it's on. That's the one near Nescott College. Apps Court, Nut Hill car boot, Hook Road Arena. Yep. Let us know whereabouts you're from. A Night's Life. Because it's always nice to see local people about. Let's have a look. Paul's in there as well. Near Newcastle. Okay, a lot of people are from Newcastle area. Jodie's popped in. Popping in. Sorry, I just got to go out the chat and down. Yo, Peter, you were hosting the SpaceX launch. Never heard of it, Dave. So, in a nutshell, not really. Let's have a look. I do, yep. Let's have a look. Cheers, Tracy. Thanks for popping in. Pete's in. Great live, Pete. Well done. Mr. Diggs, Adrian, has 8 charity shops in his town. Is that Aspie de la Zouch, Adrian? Spoke to at least 4 managers and they say they should be ready by the 15th. Excellent. Yeah, I need to get in contact with my local ones to see when they're reopening. I know, Craig. I should do, but That's another life story for another day. Evening, Jeff. Thanks for hopping in. No, I've never been to Ripley one. I'll definitely have to have a look. Night's Life, Strawberry Farm, because there's a lot around the local area. I'm trying to go to a lot of different types of car boots. Yeah, the Surrey Carboot. That's only on for a few months in a year. So whether it'll be on this year, who knows? I didn't get a chance to go last year. I went the year before, 2018. So I'm popping in chat. Hi, Haggis Lover. Thanks for popping in. Is there an app for local car boot? I have to drive 20 minutes to get to one. There probably is. I've not seen one. I've got a local. I won't share because it's obviously the competizione. But I've got a local website where I get my information from the car boots and the jumble sales. But I'm sure there is an app, Tom, at some point. There'll be one. Yeah, for leather. Okay. Yep. Lovely. Yeah, just down the road. Epsom. About a 5-minute drive from Chesington World of Adventures. Not far from Leatherhead either. Ashby's a nice place. Okay, never been. Do speak to Adrian. He's from Ashby de la Zouch, Kent. Always nice to know where people are from. Yeah, very true, DB. Yeah, if you go on to check your Facebook groups or Instagram, they double check, or even the websites. Just have a look on Google Maps on different websites. Yay, let's see. Thanks for popping in. All right. Hopefully they launch Richard Branson in space and leave him there. Anyway, that's another story there. So I'm just going down the chat. Okay, let me just pop the link into one of the Facebook groups. So we get people popping in saying hello. What are you doing for? Where am I going? You give me a second. So many people here. There we go. Done. There we go. The link's in the chat, guys. If you want to pop in for the resale lads and that, I'll put the link in the chat a bit later on in the side chat. Night's Life says he knows Chesington and Epsom well. Born in Kingston upon Thames. That is excellent. Yep, another local area to me. The charity shops are expensive, only very expensive. So, have you found where you are, like if you're in Australia, America, UK, Ireland, or wherever you are in the world, that your local thrifting opportunities have been upped recently, or have they been a lot of thrifting places like charity shops, thrift stores, op shops been closed down due to a situation, or just let us know. Always interested to know that. Jeff's in Margate. Okay, cool. Yeah, born in Epsom, just like literally 2 seconds from the border of Chesington and Epsom. So I know Chesington, Epsom, Kingston upon Thames well. If you've seen my channel, Night's Life, I've got a lot of vlogs from Chesington, Epsom, Kingston upon Thames, where I go do non-reselling vlogs, where I go and do likes of lots of walks and stuff. I go on the boat, Turk's boat to Richmond upon Thames, Bushy Park, and then I do lots of in Kingston and Epsom where I vlog and do reselling vlogs. Do check them out. So I've missed any chat. How's business? Says Mick Ness. Thanks for popping in. Picked up. Yeah, not too bad actually. I've had a few good sales. Like for example, I sold a Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix hardback book, 2003 edition, first edition, with the dust cover for £24 something. I think it was, or 25 might be. Paid about £1 or £2 from my bundle pile. So yeah, things are going through really well. Southfleet, in Kent, right? Yep. Do you check Adrian's out as well? Well, if they don't go for June, does booty well for July, September if situation? Yeah. So in the UK, if situation improves, like we'll be basically there for June, July to September. But are we kind of dubious about the car boots reopening if you have to wear masks or gloves? How do you work it out in America where you go thrifting, like what I see on different channels, or to your op shops in Australia or wherever you are in the world? How do you do it? Do you wear a mask or do you go round with hand sanitizer or do 2 meters distancing? It's different all over the world, but yeah, it'll be good to get to one because I haven't been to one since beginning of September because obviously it was rained off. Surrey, Carboot, Shepperton. Yeah, I think I've been to Shepperton a couple of times, but I need to venture a lot further. It's just been bothering to get out of bed really early because our car boots, like most of them, are on the grass area. So you basically have to work out, go there around 6, get there for about 6, half 6, sat and stand in the queue. But what they'll probably do now is they'll probably stagger people who are buying 2 meters distance, have less buyers, and probably have just probably the same amount of sellers. It's just like you've got to be careful of the people who buy loads where they've got big suitcases full of stuff. And like you've got to be careful how you do 2 meters distancing, and it's going to be hard, but we will get back to it soon. I can't wait just to get out and fresh air when it's not raining. LGG Retro says, can't wait to get to them again. My contacts will have loads ready. Yeah. I have a couple of contacts in my local one where I see most weeks, but it's hard not seeing them, not getting through good stuff. Hi, Aaron. Thanks for popping in. I'm safe and sorry. I'm waiting for it. Oh, yeah, not far. The Monaco as well. FB De La Zouch, yes. Yay, free. Yeah, I've not been for a while, but yeah, it's a nice one. Diamond from Croydon. Wow, a lot of people are from the areas near where I live. Live in Blackpool by the Bonnier Lights, Blackpool Tower. Let's have a look down the chat. Sorry if it jumps. I'll try and get through the chat. Do you think, says Scuba Shaggy, there'll be many sellers at the car boot though? Will people want them to? I think a lot of people will be put off. You'll get the usual business sellers, like people who do like fruit and veggies, and people who've got like lots of items. Not the what I call the bric-a-brac sellers, people who are selling items like here and there. But a lot of people who are businesses, like people who come in with the big vans, they will be there straight away. But yeah, it's very hard to know who's going to be there. But you've got to work out your safety distancing, and if you're ready to go out to be some sourcing, it's like the charity shops as well. Don't know. It's hard because with the charity shops, what I'm thinking they're going to do is you wait outside. What'll annoy me though, once you like be waiting outside, there won't be a time limit for people to go around the charity shop. It'll be like, for example, people are 15, 20 minutes. Only be allowed 3 or 4 people in because our ones are very small. Not like the op shops or thrift stores are massive. Ours are like quarter of the size, tiny. Anyway, and you've got to think about it, like go through and all that jazz. And you walk through. We've got 72 hours for the stuff to be put at the back if they can, all that stuff. But it's going to be hard to work it all out. Let me just go. Oh, we've got a guest on. Evening, Andrew.
Good evening. The
Evening.
Here has returned.
Indeed, he has.
How are you, Peter? You okay, my friend?
Yeah, I'm not doing too bad actually. Just working through it all and keeping busy. That's all we can do, really. Yeah. Paul says there's no new stock for 3 months. Have you got a big backlog though, Paul? Don't ask how I remember these people's names. Lucy's in as well.
Now, as Lucy, what name is Lucy going by today? Because she likes to
Yeah. Just
wind me up by changing her name.
Night's Life says he saw some of my videos. He did. I did a really good video on my channel, Chosen World of Adventures. Okay, let me write that down. Night's Life, because I can't do it from here because I'm assuming you are. Plus, YouTube doesn't allow you to click on the person's name anymore. Night's Life, Trismington. Okay, I'll definitely check it out because it's really interesting to see how people's opinions on the places. Let's have a look down there. Tom's saying that he sold a Wii Fit game with a game for 85. That was what happened again and again, and the combi drill for 99. Excellent. I'll just pop in Derek in the chat, and then we go to Craig's question. Evening, Derek.
Hello.
Thanks for popping in.
Yes. Hello, Derek.
Is the sound okay? I'm not a chipmunk.
Yeah, it sounds perfect.
Can't hear a word.
How's things going?
I'm sober.
Okay, Monica Wears Craig says, it's great to go through that one. Peter, has lockdown made you question your reselling business? That's all. Upscaling or having a backlog? Yeah, I had a bit of a backlog because I went to many jumble sales before from January to March. And then it's basically got me to say, right, I've got to clear a lot of stuff. I accepted so many more offers than I would have. And I've been checking Facebook Marketplace and upscaling the business, all sorts. What about you, Andrew? But with this question from Craig.
Well, so for me, my plan had always been to increase my reselling business and go full time. I was going to quit work, and that was what I was going to do. This situation has totally changed my thoughts on that now. I've been very well looked after by my employer during this. So I'm going to stick full time, and I'm just going to have a small part-time reselling business, as I have now. Basically, is my plan for the future. So it definitely is. It's totally maybe changed. I just don't fancy going self-employed at all, to be honest. With what's it's just totally changed me thinking.
Yeah. What about you, Derek? Has it changed?
Appreciate what I have work-wise. So yeah. So now I'm changing my business. I'm moving out of the cow shed into cheaper storage, which is going to be I'm revamping my home to turn it and my garage to turn that into a attached central. And I'm planning for the future on the basis of being a part-time reseller for as long as I can.
Yeah, so definitely.
Ideally, when I've paid off all my gambling debts, I've got a decent income coming in from work, and I've got my resale income, so I can go and tour the world and meet my adoring fans.
Sounds good. What about you, Derek? With a question that Craig says there.
Yeah, I think it's definitely proven that a backlog is important to have. So my intention was always to try and clear it and then not have one. But I think going forward, I'm always going to have it in the back of my mind, anything can happen. Literally anything can happen.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And it's always good to have a backlog. I'm not going to keep something like I've got now. I've got way too much. But yeah, a small area of unlisted stock is how I'm going to do things, once lockdown and stuff is over. So I think it's so important. And it's not just like, things like the problems we've got at the moment. It's what if the weather's really bad and there isn't any boot sales? It could quite easily be a case where you've got to run off your backlog anyway. So it's always good to have one.
Definitely. Backlog to end all backlogs. So
that's always a good thing in a certain way, though.
And I'm quite pleased if I compare myself to what I used to be like when I was working in an office and having to commute to Edinburgh and things like that. Obviously, if I was still there, I would be working from home. but I like the fact that being self-employed and doing reselling, I do only have to go and go to the post office when I want and that sort of thing. I'm not sort of forced to go back to work and go back to being in an office around people whenever the government say so. So I think there's a benefit there of that in contrast to Andrew's. I'm quite pleased I'm self-employed, really.
Yeah,
I get
definitely.
a full-time wage to sit at home and save the country.
Yeah,
true. Yeah,
but you're different though, because you work from home anyway, don't you? So if you were in a big office and you were then told that you've got to go back on the 1st of August or whatever it will be, you might not want to do that, because obviously the virus is still around and all of that. And you won't have a choice. Whereas, if you're self-employed, you do have a choice. That's the way I see it anyway. So I'm quite pleased I'm no longer in normal employment.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, there's always swings and roundabouts. So, and also, Derek, have you noticed in your backlog, your stockpile being reduced? Have you noticed gaps in your sort of good stuff that you've got left?
Yeah, I was mentioning it in my photography stream earlier. I'm really getting down to the stuff that I don't know much about. So I've got things on the shelf that I bought at auction, and I don't know how much it's worth. It literally could be worth nothing, or it could be worth £100. I just don't know until I look it up.
Yeah.
So I'm getting to that sort of item now. There's a few things that I still know that are there that I've got a list, but they're all the things that have got issues or have got to do.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
I've got some Lego that's quite high value, but I've got to build it and all of that, and I really don't like that.
Yeah.
But most of my backlog now is unknown items.
Yes.
And probably lower value items as well.
Will we be hitting the auctions once they start opening, or?
I will be, but only the online ones.
I see. Yeah, that's fair.
I tried to bid on an online auction about 3 weeks ago. There was no, you couldn't view them. You could only buy it online, and then they arranged for you to pick it up. At a certain time. They had it all arranged. You just load it into your cart. So you didn't get in contact with anybody, which was great. But the prices of the stuff was just going way too high.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because I've still got stuff on the backlog to list, I didn't really need to spend that much on stock. So some of the stuff, you were leaving so small margins, and that's probably because a lot of people are desperate for the stock, which I can understand. So they're happy to only make a smaller margin. But yeah, because I've got loads of stuff, I basically didn't. It's the only auction I've ever gone to that I haven't actually bought anything, I think. But there's another one in a month's time, same setup, contact list and all of that.
Oh,
so I'll probably be bidding more, might be paying a little bit more then, because I am starting to run out of what I would think is good stuff on my backlog.
Here in Wales, we are still in a national lockdown with no sign of it ending, so we won't be sourcing anywhere.
Well, it's a bit like that in Scotland. I mean, we are having some restrictions. I think we're basically a couple of weeks behind England, I think. Of unlocking stuff, but it's pretty much still all locked down and stuff.
The health minister even went on today and said, "Oh yeah, how England are talking about doing, they'll have local lockdowns and whatever."
Yeah.
Break. They went on and said, "We won't do that in Wales. We'll just keep having a national lockdown." No one's complying with it anyway. It's not working. We need to change that. So
I'm quite happy things being locked down for longer. Really, I think it's too early. All of this.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Yeah, same sort of thing. It's too early for anything really to happen, like the shops and stuff like that. It's like,
I mean, the car boot sales opening. I mean, how are people
something other weeks.
social distance? If they've say if you're at a stall and you're only allowed one person per stall and you go around in like an order, which is the only way I can see it actually working. Say if I'm at one stall and I'm looking at some hi-fi, for example, but there's a big bundle of Lego on the stall, and I'm not interested in the Lego, but the guy next to me or on the stall along sees it. He's not going to social distance, is he? He's going to come over to the stall.
No, he's going to come over and just try and get it. Yeah, he's
going to try and get it. And the same with all sort of gold and jewelry and all sorts of stuff. And and before you know it, will just be chaos.
I don't know how they're going to enforce it, to be honest, but.
Yeah, and a guy from the boot sale turns up and says, "Oh, you got a social distance." We know what people are like at the boot sales. They probably tell him to do one.
But even if you do go to a boot sale and you get a load of items, you'll have to go home and clean all your items and leave it for a certain period anyway. Like I think they're doing it in the charity shops, like 72 hours.
Yeah, well, that's what I'll be doing if I go to auction. That's what I'll be doing with the items. But I actually sold something on Facebook, which was the first time I've done it since the I sold some bicycle racks, and I put them outside. And the guy, I arranged this. The guy messaged me when he arrived, put them outside. And I said, have a look at them and knock on the door when you're happy with them. So he did that. He knocked on the door. I told him to sort of step back, and then he put like this money in like a little cardboard box I left for him to do it, and then he went off with the item. And I haven't touched the money at all. It's in this cardboard box. I'm just leaving that for probably a couple of weeks.
Yeah, the best way, really.
Yeah, but I don't know whether I'm going to continue to sort of do stuff on Facebook, really selling. I just don't know whether it's worth it for the amount I sell on there. I might make £40-50 a week on Facebook.
Yeah, it's kind of worth it though, really.
Is it worth all the effort? You got people who, this guy was really good. He didn't try to sort of get close or anything like that.
Right.
But, if somebody sort of tries to walk towards you,
you got to sort that back a bit.
Or something. It's just, I just don't know whether it's worth it.
Yeah, it's very tricky to work it out.
And I think so far I've been doing so well with wearing gloves and stuff like that, and going to the Hermes shop and being careful there, that I'd be pretty gutted if ended up catching someone just for trying to sell some rubbish on Facebook. I just don't know about it, really.
No, it's probably best not to, but as you say, you're not making a lot per week, so
I've got quite a long driveway, so I even thought about putting like garden furniture sort of in the way, almost like blocking the way, and then that
I'll see on a little barrier,
almost like a barrier, so they can't get to me, sort of thing. They'd have to actually literally climb on this furniture. But I can pass them the item, put it on the table, and step back. But I just don't know whether the whole thing's worth it, really.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's always trying to get you to rethink yourself and your business, sort of thing. Yeah.
But, this is going to go on for quite a while, so here's something I'm sort of thinking of.
Yeah. Oh, totally.
So I used to do okay with Facebook. It paid for the boot sale.
I remember you saying you did quite well with Facebook.
Yeah, it basically paid for my boot sale stock.
I see. Yeah. That's good.
So, it is worth doing, but at the moment I'm not so keen on it.
Yeah, totally. All right, just quickly look through the chat. I've been neglecting the chat a little bit. Say hi to Lady Freebirds. Just saying hi. Thank you. Good luck when boot sales to cheers. Thank you very much. Tracy's been doing some arbitrage the other day. Seems concerned enough to keep their distance. Okie dokie. Cola Flipper has 14 charity shops he can hit up on his lunch break from a day job. Symptoms, probably a good thing. Let's have a look. I'll just pop into AIDS, popped in. Hi, Aid.
Hey guys.
Hey, Aid.
Mate.
You alright?
Yeah, we're good.
Good.
Just having a look down the chat.
What are we talking about?
We're just chatting about car boots and charity shops and that sort of thing, and auctions. What's going to be happening and that sort of thing. So what are your thoughts, Aid, on the reopening of the car boots and auctions and charity shops?
I thought we was talking about how sexy I am.
Not yet.
All right, okay. Is that the next conversational subject? Vote now, chat, for who is the sexiest male reseller on this stream. Vote 1 for Peter, 2 for me, 3 for Aid, 4 for Derek.
Considering I'm the chat leader.
Yeah, it's got to be me. 2. V for victory, 2.
Yeah. And so, Aid, how far is your local car boot?
Who are you asking?
Aid.
Oh, sorry. What was that?
How far is your local car boot to where you live?
10 minutes, I would say.
Not too bad. Is that an all year round one, or is it only a certain months of the year?
Right. It's from about May, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
to about. It's supposed to be 14 weeks. So what would that
Right.
be? Goes to about May, June, July, 12.
Yeah.
It seems to go on longer than sort of. That would only suggest 14 weeks. Would suggest very long, just over 3 months. But it seems to go on.
Yeah, it depends on the weather though. Like,
It does start later than it supposed to. I think they advertise it that it usually starts in April, but it never does.
yeah,
That's just
Yeah,
what there are a few.
most kind of do, and then they go on a bit longer. If you have a bad week at the end, then they go on a bit. Yeah.
I do more charity shops than car boots.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Yeah, I try and do your car boot here and there, but as much as I can. Not every week, every other week if I can. But shall see. Yeah, because Nick Kay's saying there about the guidelines. Because I saw on my car boot that they had a lot of guidelines that they needed to follow before they even consider reopening. And I've got like quite a few car boots, and I think the main one's not open yet. The other one's only open a few months a year. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. I'm not even sure like if I actually will go to one, but I've got to see what they put in place for it.
Yeah.
Let's have a look.
I'm hoping that the Scottish boot sales will have a look at the English stuff and
Yeah, I think so. They take notice. Yeah.
learn from it, because we're going to be weeks behind you anyway. So
Yeah.
there'll be a chance to see how they work in reality and what could be improved and stuff.
Yeah, what they can improve. Yeah.
But yeah, I really don't know whether I'll be going. I don't know. At the moment, I would say no, because I've got loads of stuff still. But
yeah, they definitely. That's why I've been trying to do a little bit more Facebook Marketplace, a bit more, and trying to source on there locally, obviously with distancing rules, and so yeah.
for me to go, I have to definitely see how they're working it, and they'd have to enforce the social distancing for me. 'Cause I really don't want to be in an environment that's a free for all. It's not.
It depends where your car boots actually are, because most are on grass, but some are on concrete in a smaller area. So it's,
there's a big area that my boot sale I usually go to. So there's an opportunity for it to be really spaced out, but it's not really the stalls that worries me. They can do that. They can space out all the stalls.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it might be controversial, but a lot of the people at the boot sales may not be the cleanest of people.
Correct. Yeah. True. Yeah. I know what you mean. Yeah.
They're very unlikely to have.
Oh, dare you. I am a regular boot sale visitor, and I am well known for my personal hygiene. As you can see, the fantastic living environment that I'm currently enjoying.
That's what you can get in with.
So I don't want to expose myself to those types.
Yeah, I understand that.
It sounds awful, but it's the
like
reality of it,
the
you know.
Carboot, and they're like a lot of people are rushing first thing to all the clothes. I know, like I don't do that many clothes, but I do like to have a rummage around. And it's like,
but
even this time I don't like if I see a load of people at a store just rummaging in clothes, I just like go to the next one.
Isn't there a rule in the shops at the minute that if you pick something up, you have to buy it? You can't put it back. So how's that going to work in a car boot?
Yeah, how the hell? Yeah,
They pick it up.
I didn't know that.
I can't put this back now. I'm going to have to keep this.
Yeah.
Here, 10p, mate.
Use it as a
True.
bargain. I've touched it, so I'll only give you 50p. Yeah.
Well,
I've
just you can see Andrew touching these clothes.
be worth 5p.
Yeah. Chris has popped in. Thanks for popping in, Chris. Carboot Chris.
Chris.
And Tommy Bernard saying there is Derek taking over Andrew's spot of being live all over YouTube. Oh, is that because he?
Earlier?
Yeah, I know.
Somebody has to replace me.
Indeed, it does. Let's have a look down the chat side.
Monumental UK.
Oh, that'll stick forever.
Monumental Scotland. That's what I could do.
Yeah.
So have you guys had any charity shops? Yeah. In your area, is there any charity
No,
shop?
not my area. No, not yet.
No.
Wales is nowhere near coming out of lockdown, so we won't have any. All of you'll have all your shops back open. Your bloody Wetherspoons will be open in England before it will be in Wales.
Oh, probably will be. Yeah.
I'll have to get trained to Chester to get drunk.
If allowed across the border.
I've got a travel pass.
Ah. Fair enough. Yeah, because I think like a lot of the charity shops and will probably ask you to wear masks. How would you like feel to wear a mask when you're going sourcing and stuff? Because they say masks or gloves, but
the thing is, wait, if I wear a mask, how will my fans recognise me?
They won't.
Not good enough.
Just stand upside down. There you
I have to get a mask with a picture of me on it.
Yeah. Subscribe here.
Just wear your giraffe mask.
Yeah. Oh God.
I don't know where that is.
Ethan Ashley. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. Tap Girl Sirens popped in as well.
So what have we chatted about then? What else have you been chatting about?
The chat have basically been chatting about like the car boots, charity shops, and how they're gonna what sort of have they got car boots? What they've been basically what they've been doing. Like have they been doing more Facebook or that sort of thing? I'm just trying to get down where chat is.
I've been trying to stay away from all of it, to be honest.
The chat voted for me as the winner of the section.
I didn't get that far down yet.
So thank you for that, chat. There was only one vote entered.
Oh, I missed that.
Which was mine. And I won.
I can, Craig, I can put a link in if you want a link. Let me just pop a link in. There we go.
Ashley raises an important point in the chat. If Aid wears any clothes, how will his fans recognise him?
True.
We need to get people to subscribe to Aid.
Those days are over. Oh yes, because I'm supposed to. Yeah, I'm gonna do the live this Friday. So I'm gonna have to.
You were live, right?
I'm gonna have to somehow put it on Facebook and.
Are you doing alcohol with Aid?
We're gonna do alcohol, yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Good, yeah. I'll try and join you.
I believe Mal's kindly sorted me out from now.
Okay. Ooh.
No.
Excellent.
So we're gonna talk.
Yeah. So if you're around at 8:30 or around that time on the Age channel, links will be everywhere.
We'll have to put it, yeah.
Yeah, we get a link spot in.
I said I'd do one, didn't I? So it's only fair.
Yeah. That's fine, yeah.
So who else is going to join in with them? Do we know?
Well, from next week, I believe that the host will be taking back over. He'll be making his triumphant return.
Okay, also don't really need to. Should I just get caught?
Right. All right.
I can't do this Friday because I'm moving out the cow shed.
One night only then.
But the host, the main man, will be back next week. Hopefully, depending upon mental state.
Righto. It sounds good, guys. Yep, sounds good. Yeah, so I'm just getting down the chat.
It'll be interesting that as I am now, no longer pursuing the opposite sex, it could be a new kind of show.
Fair enough.
Georgina's complaining about me coming back already. Some people are never happy.
Well, she's always happy when she pops in for that 6 hours. She never misses it. Marcella says about making masks with your channel address. Yes, it sounds good. Get one there.
You know what I found the other day. Hang on, I'll be back.
Oh, he's back. Oh dear. So I'm just getting through the chat. It's just jumped again. So if I missed your question, any questions for any of the panel, Andrew, Aid, or Derek, put question and who it's for, so I can see it through.
It's a bit off topic, but today I received a parcel. I bought an item on eBay.
Right.
It was actually a pump for a hot tub, big sort of electric pump.
I remember. Sorry, you mentioned about your hot tub.
And the seller, it was a private seller. I bought it off, second-hand pump. It's still £80 because they're quite expensive. So this second-hand pump, and he sent it literally in a black bag with no packet, no wrap or anything, nothing. It was just in a bag. It's a pump, really heavy thing, probably weighs about 5 kilograms. I haven't plugged it in yet. It looks all okay.
Here's your next video, Derek.
Doesn't look like it's broken, but I was amazed that he didn't even wrap it in bubble wrap or anything. It was just in a bag.
I can't stand it. People do that, to be honest.
And it was Hermes as well, so God knows how it arrived without it.
Taking a chance there, though. So I'm just making files, Hitchens 100. Right. Okay, people are just chatting in the chat about Hitching.
So we have
What's that, Andrew? Let me just put you on the big screen. Okay, ladies, there he is.
I've had a delivery from Vista Print about 6 months ago. I don't know what's in it, but I'm assuming it's something monumental related.
Right.
There we go. That's a 25% off. Yes, there we go. Look at this.
Wow. Andrew Nolan.
Business cards.
There we go. Lovely.
Wow.
You just put your mobile number live on the internet.
Yes, ladies. There is the mobile number and email address, ladies.
Oh, dear, only Andrew, but yeah, that's good.
The Monumental Emporium. Now,
So, is that what you plan to give to people at boot sales and things?
it is, yeah. So, I'll make a good contact. Here's my business card.
Yeah, it's good. It's a really professional way to do it.
I see a hot lady out on the town. Here's my business card. Multi-purpose.
That's why you've done it, isn't it? Nothing to do with the business.
Oh dear.
No, it just looks impressive.
There's the next meetup, folks. Andrew, hand up business cards, left, right, and centre.
If you get one of these business cards, that means I think you're well fit.
Yeah.
So when do they get the business card? Is it like a sort of reward or anything like that? Trophy.
Well, this is limited edition merch now.
Wow.
Give it to them in the morning.
Right, next day, if you've done a good job, you'll get one of these. If you don't get a card, sorry, love. Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's have a look. Craig says there about packages. Got a parcel delivered the other day in a plastic bag, opened like as if they had just handed me the bag, label stuck on the side. Yes, I've had that a couple of times, like sort of online where people send you stuff and it's like, what have you been doing to the package? Come on.
Well, I was a bit unsure whether this seller I bought the hot tub pump from would actually send me the hot tub pump because
there you go. Put it on screen.
Shoot.
Because he had two listed, but yeah, they were the same pump. So I think he'd listed it twice accidentally on auction. So I won it, but somebody else won the other one. But it was the same thing. So I'm hoping that, well, my one ended up being the highest price, so he might have kept my one and ditched the other guy. But but I don't think he was a professional seller. Let's put it
not, no, babe. Just ordinary. Yeah. Oh, evening, Todd. Evening, Hustler. Thanks for popping in. Appreciate that. Just have a look down the chat. Sorry if it jumps again. I did see Marcella popped in. A Tracy there saying about Andrew business cards for lady activity.
Yeah, the ladies will love these. So here you go. Here's my 10 GSM business card.
Hello, ladies. After a few ciders, Andrews, anyone's.
Nice. I'm retired. Well, so about anyway. I'm retired from women.
I know.
It's habit, isn't it? I keep forgetting. Yeah, no, this is purely for professional purpose. If you're a single lady, don't approach. This is purely, mind you, I'm still interested in casual sex. This is for casual sex only.
Oh dear. So if you have any questions for any of the panel, do put questions and what they are. Get through them. So I've just popped in the chat. So sorry if I missed anyone.
We got some questions, surely. Here we go.
Let's have a look.
Lucy's asked, have we seen Ads' song, the latest video?
No.
Yeah, I watched it last night, and then it got stuck in my head. That's all I could hear.
That's what I beat,
Rest of the evening.
You're sort of humming the tune, the words.
Luckily, I didn't have nightmares about it.
Yeah, it's all to do business, but it's a bit weird how the way he's gone to do his.
I think it's his best song so far, though.
It's best song by far. He's worked on it, but still.
I think I might do a song.
Yeah.
Tap peddler song.
Yeah, why not? Sounds good. Let's have a look in the chat.
I actually did make a song. It was about a year ago. It was a Christmas song.
Oh, yeah.
Only Richard, my brother's, heard it, but I never released it. So he's had the pleasure of hearing it. But yeah, I never put it up.
Looks like we've got a question from Denise. Yeah. Question: do you think on Facebook Marketplace you pay a higher price that you normally would due to not being able to source normally? Anyone want to go on to that question?
To be honest, I haven't looked for ages, so I'm not the right one to answer that. So I haven't been on the marketplace for a long time, to be honest. I
don't usually source on there, but I have noticed prices are fairly high, but they're usually pretty high anyway for me. I mean, there's stuff still out there though. I mean, seeing stuff on the Facebook groups and stuff. People are picking up great deals. I got a free TV the other week. I did a video on that.
Yeah,
so the stuff's still out there, cheap. But yeah, I think for my area, it's always quite highly priced anyway. So it's hard to know really.
Yeah, fair enough. I think when I've been looking, I try and look more in my local area on free stuff because a lot of people are just wanted rid of stuff. And obviously, I picked up 200 blank DVD cases yesterday. I think it was yesterday. They're good for DVDs, PS2 games, GameCube games, all sorts of stuff like that. And from a lady just down the road, and it was pretty okay because obviously she lived on the top floor, masonette, and so I just she got all the stuff out. I just I put it in a bag, and then obviously it was all free. So had the car, put it in the car. I came back. It's all down the shed. So it's good deals to be had out there, but it's just what I find. It's the time you have to spend. Like you could probably spend, for example, you could spend an hour find nothing, or you could just go on for 5 minutes and click on a good deal, and that's it. But normally, you can search if you're on like the PC, you can search from price, certain prices. You use like the highest you want to go or the lowest, and that sort of thing. So I had a few pickups, but it's just trying to find the right sort of deal, because obviously even the pictures that you look at, you think, okay, I'm going to ask for some more pictures, but quite a lot of people don't get back to you. So it's just you get about 1 out of 10 people who get back to you on stuff. But yeah, the amount of messages you send people, you only get a few back, if that. But it's worth sourcing to try and get the deals locally if you can. But
have you listed your Only Fools and Horses videos yet?
No, not yet. No, I haven't actually got around to that bit. I've been doing other bits and pieces that I've sourced. No, I've cleaned them and looked at them, and it's all good. It's due to be done over the next couple of days. But no, they were a good pickup, actually, from a lady who lives down the road. She came and dropped them off in the porch. I put the money in. It was £5 for about 19 VHS, Only Fools and Horses VHS tapes. So I just put the money in the porch, put the bag in, rung the bell, and then she was off in the car, said thank you, and then that was done. Easy enough.
When you sell them, put them in the Facebook for Only Fools and Horses.
Yeah.
Because I've seen them mention VHS video, because they have the DVDs. I think cut a load of the scenes. Things.
Yeah, they cut a load of scenes. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I'm on the, obviously, as you know, I'm on the Only Fools and Horses group. Let me write it down. Only Fools.
So things like some offensive scenes, and
Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of scenes. Yeah. Just trying to think some of the scenes I cut out. Like obviously when 1985 episode when obviously Del Boy turns up Rodney's home solarium, makes him go red. The scene before that, Uncle Albert wins a competition. He plays the piano and wins it, but in the DVD section you kind of don't see it, but in the VHS you will. I think I've got that one on T for free, but yeah, I'll do it. I'll just write it down. Thank you.
They need to release an Only Fools and Horses unedited, unadulterated collection.
Well, yeah, I know they do, but they won't. It's all PC area, isn't it?
It is a
There you go, Andrew.
Oh, for God's sake, Chris.
It's orange.
Huh?
Evening, Nick. Thanks for popping in.
You doing, Nick?
Evening, gentlemen, Andrew.
I think Marcella had a question, Pete, just a little bit way back.
Oh, yeah, go on.
I think I saw something somewhere.
Yeah, I'm just getting down the chat. I'm quite far behind.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I've heard he likes being behind.
Yes, a lot.
I'm just going to go and get a...
All right. Marcella says there, will you have a bag, not your clean wallet to hold change they give you and direct disinfect later at home, or will you pay exact money for a while? Is that just, if that's just a car boots, then probably have a separate little money bag thing, yeah, for the coins and stuff. Yeah, and then if there's any coins, just spray over when you get home. So, yeah, it's probably easier because obviously they can't do contactless at the car boots. I know they will at the charity shops. So, we've got another guest on the popping in. Evening, Craig.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Craig.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, we're not bad, mate. How's life treating you?
Yeah, not too bad. I'm just getting used to this current situation, really.
Yeah, fair enough.
Current situation being, I'm on top and in the middle.
I don't know about
like usual.
but
Cheers, Pete. Yeah, I've not been doing too bad locally sourcing, but that's what you got to do. You got to keep going locally to source. I'll probably say like most days really. I'm trying to do at least 15, 20 minutes on the Facebook. So yeah, how's you doing with stock though, Craig? How's your stockpiles?
It's not too bad at the moment. I mean, my auctions have started back up again, so I can bid online.
Right.
So I bid all online and pick up on the day, so it's not too bad.
Good. Yeah.
Down here. We don't have anything in Wales.
You got enough of a stock, Andrew?
I've got enough stock to see me through to the next century anyway, so it's not a problem for me. But I feel for my fellow Welshmen, as I'm sat wearing an England shirt. I feel for me fellow Welshmen in this difficult time.
Yeah.
And
So you all caught up, Craig?
Sorry?
Are you caught up with all your stock?
No, I mean, I think I did the wrong thing because I got a bit worried about my stock situation. So I brought from wholesale. So I brought some vintage wholesale clothing from the companies that are advertised, and I'm not sure it's been the best deal for me.
Was it mostly crap?
Yeah.
Yeah, dear.
But you got to try these things, haven't you? They need to
Yeah,
know.
Yeah,
I mean,
true.
I'll probably make my money back, but it's a lot of effort to make your money back. You know what I mean? I'm used to bigger profits.
What you need to do is get some business cards like these. Then you'll be sorted. That's the future. And I've got a 25% off discount code.
Wow.
Currently with 100% satisfaction guarantee. I should have actually put that on my cards.
Oh, Nick's got a question there.
Has he?
Yeah. Have any of you seen any positive effects on your reselling that has come from the current crisis? For me, it was being forced to tackle the backlog. And so, Andrew?
Yeah, I've sold some stuff that I never thought would sell. I've got rid of stuff gone that I just thought, it's been sat there for so long, I even forgot I had it. So it's definitely been good for me at getting rid of loads of crap. I've cleared shelves full of space now. So, and because I'm not out at the pub or out anywhere, it's giving me more time to clear stuff up. So I've sorted out my garage now, and I'll finally do my move from the cow shed. So
excellent. Yeah, you're going to be filming that move from the cow shed, or?
I might do if I can remember and charge my phone.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah,
where's that going, Andrew? Where's that cow shed going?
I've got a 40-foot shipping container. I've worked out that I can contain 90% of the stock in there. The other 10% is going in my garage.
Okay.
For the time being, until I've sold it.
Okay, so what about you, Derek, with Nick's question there about the effects on...
Yeah, I think it's very similar to Nick. I mean, I'm quite enjoying actually clearing it to a point where it's just contained in one place, because, like Nick, I've got way too much backlog than one person ever needs. But also, like Andrew said, I've been selling stuff that I've had on sale for years as well.
Yeah,
it's really weird, but it's good to get rid of that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's the same with me, being forced to clear a lot of stuff by doing giving a lot more offers. I've been giving a lot more offers to people and accepting offers when they come through. So it's a good thing. Plus, I've been able to go through my backlog and actually test stuff. Because you get stuff, you go, I've got to test it. Sit in the corner, give it a few months, that'll do, whatever. And then you just get to test it because, as what Andrew says, you're not going to the pub or you're not going here, you're not going there. So you're just focused 9 times out of 10 to get it done. What about you, Wade, with next question?
Yeah, well, pretty much the same, really. Just forced to go for my backlog, and I've still got loads. I've been a bit lazy, to be honest. I thought when it all started, it was kind of like, we've got plenty of time to get through with backlog, no rush. And yeah, all of a sudden, the shops are now suddenly open again now, and it's, I'm going to be tempted.
Yeah,
I am going to be tempted to go out and buy, but I still shouldn't be. I've got loads.
fair enough.
You save so much money as well because we're not going out to the boot sale and spending hundreds of pounds on stock every week.
True.
You know, it's saving loads of money as well.
Yeah, you are indeed. What about you, Craig? With next question.
I mean, when it first kicked in, I was selling a hell of a lot of my stock. Like, I'd purchase a lot of toys through the auction, which is a lot of Amazon returns and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And they were going left, right, and centre. I certainly made a lot of money through it to begin with, and then it sort of died down from there. When I'm left with a lot of clothing now, I didn't feel that clothing was going pretty well at all.
But Craig,
Yeah.
But whereabouts are you? I'm trying to work out where you are from your accents. It sounds like it's sort of in the. It sounds like it's in the middle somewhere. Not in the middle as the Midlands, but it sounds like it's maybe, or I don't know, maybe Peter. I don't know. Peter Wray, Cambridge Way, or is it?
No, I'm not far from Peter. I'm still in Surrey. I'm from like Farnham area.
Yeah, it's not far from me. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of local people on the YouTube and in the chats that I notice. Because obviously, when I go to my local car booth, or when I did, and jump sales, you bump into people and they go, "Oh, hello, I subscribed to you on YouTube." I was like, "Oh, yes, hello, thank you."
Yeah, I came to Epsom and bumped into Peter there.
Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah, in the same charity shop. That's right. Yeah.
I noticed you from
Laney,
mile off.
thank you, Laney.
Was Peter there trying to cover his mobile phone in his pocket as he secretly voyeuristically filming the charity shop?
Well, I knew who he was, and I think he knew I was a reseller from the off as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I get to know sort of people's like reselling traits, as you do.
I went through a stint before lockdown where everywhere I was going, I was getting recognised. It made me feel like David Beckham.
Wow.
I can see the
Like walking into a charity shop and it is, "You're that money mental guy, aren't you?" Like, "Yes, hello, sexy lady."
Yes.
I tried to chat up somebody in Tesco's in front of her husband.
Did that go really well? I don't think it did.
Didn't go very well, no.
Hi.
Fortunately, I'm now retired, so this won't be an issue in the future.
Yeah. Fair enough, mate. We've got two people popped in. So I've got Swamp Picker.
You retired as well, Andrew?
Am I what? Sorry?
You're retired as well?
Yes, no more women for me, Aid.
Don't blame you.
Yeah, fair enough, mate. Michelle's popped in as well from Michelle Lathan. Thanks for popping in. I was looking to see if there are any more questions for anyone in the chat.
The milkshake, I'll be back.
Right, mate. Jimmy's popped into eBay Traders, who I had on last week. A great guy. Yeah, Haggis Lover says, definitely seeing the pile going down has been the sole best thing. Indeed, as long as you can source a certain amount of stock to sort of get you through, which is always a good thing. But saying that, you've got to kind of pay up a little bit extra.
Hey, what's
a bit more money, but...
What's so, mate?
What's your stockpile like? I don't know much about what you've got going on.
Well, if you saw the video, if you saw me on the board games I got out in the kitchen a couple of weeks ago,
yeah.
They're just I've still got loads. I've still got stuff in my mum's. I've got stuff in my mum's spare room, which I haven't.
So you haven't struggled through this pandemic or anything?
Yeah. For me,
yeah.
As in for stock. Oh no, I haven't struggled. No. I should have been going. I should have been listing faster, but a lot of my things, they're like Lego, and which I haven't even touched the Lego yet. Playmobil, still got all that.
Have any of you felt really lazy for this pandemic? Like, have you felt?
I feel lazy.
To be honest.
Yeah, I'm usually lazy most of the time. But I just thought that I was just going to have out longer than
I didn't list anything for the first few weeks of lockdown. I was just tipping out orders, so my store's gone down. I started listing again now, but I'm down to less than 600 listings now, and I was about 800 before this started.
I think it's been the opposite a bit to me because I've seen the rise in the sales from when lockdown started.
Mm-hmm.
It's been better than Q4 for me and my stuff. So I'm almost, I wouldn't say panicking listing it to try and get it all on there, but I'm definitely motivated to do it on the basis that all the sales are coming in. So, but yeah, I think if the sales were low, I think I'd quite easily become a bit can't really be to do it because the lockdown sort of affected me a little bit in regards to it's just feeling a bit weird, not being able to go out and do stuff and see people and things. So yeah, I think the combination of that, and if my sales were bad, I think I could quite easily fall into a bit of a crappy situation. But the sales have kept me sort of going a bit, really, powered me through.
Yeah, it's always a good thing though when you get like good sales and you think, oh, that's good. Open up a little bit. For me, some days I'm a little bit lazier than others, but I've been trying to do quite a few more vlogs, showing people what I get up to, and then that sort of motivated me to go, right, got to get through this sort of lot of stuff. I've got to do this, got to do that. So I actually got something to show on the video.
Yeah.
But yeah, having a lot more sales recently, which is a good thing over the last 8 or 9 weeks or whatever it is now, because I never know what day it is.
Today's been a really bad day for me though, really low compared to what I've been used to, but it's all up and down anyway. But
yeah, it happens all the time. Yeah,
for some reason today's just been particularly bad.
I'm sure tomorrow I'll pick up with some good sales.
Yeah.
Denise got a question there. Do any of you sell clothes on Vinted?
No, not tried it.
I don't know.
I think I did install it, but I don't like listing clothing at the best of times. So
I thought you were the world's best clothing reseller, Derek.
Sorry, what's that?
I thought you were the world's best clothing reseller.
I am the greatest clothing seller. I actually sold a pair of trousers yesterday, and I sold some sort of clothing today as well. I don't know what it was. I sold a onesie.
I've got a question. Quick question.
Okay.
I've got some boots, but they're that sort of worn inside. I don't know what the size is. Is there any way of finding? Can you measure it and just see? Does anybody else chat or?
Start again. You've got what?
I've got some boots. Hang on.
Oh yeah, no.
Those boots. Yeah, we're saying about the size in those.
They're like kids. They're just like they're Converse.
Literally on the screen.
What's on the
I thought there was a website that you can measure it and then put it into a website.
On the sole, there'll be a EU measurement, let's say 42 or something.
No, there's nothing on there, and it's faded inside on both, so I can't work out.
You've got to fight. You've got to be like Cinderella. Then you've got to get people of different foot size to try it on. Person who fits best, that's the size.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure I had this problem before though. There was a website you can measure it,
right?
And then you type in the measurement, and it comes up with it. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll chat on that. If you're looking at chat, I'll just see anyone's.
But yeah, I've basically done what Andrew just said. Got a few people to
try them on. Yeah,
right, and then just guessed it from that.
That means I've got to sit there. They're going to have to sit there for longer now.
Oh, yeah. Laura's popped in. Laura, and in it to flip it.
Hey, I don't know if you've noticed, but I think we're in Carla's bad books.
Right. I think you are. I think me.
Yeah, I might be. I think you might be for wearing too many clothes as well.
Fair enough.
Yeah, hang on.
Oh yeah, Lucy. Yeah, don't worry. We all got competition for going around the car boots, charity shops. It's okay. Sorry, I've got far. Bill's popped in. Bill.
I'm fed up for not being able to click on people's channels.
There are girls, by the way, Carla. They're asking if they're women's. There are girls. I remember buying them for like. I probably had them 2 years. I bet your Carboot store. I bought a load of Harry Potter stuff. A mum and a couple of daughters. They've got to be young.
I know exactly what you mean, Andrew, about not having to being able to flick on people's channels. You have to type it in on YouTube. It's a right pain in the bum. To be honest.
I'm trying to figure out who's attractive or not. The normal method is to click on their avatar and then I get a slightly bigger picture. I can't do that anymore. It's ruined me stalking opportunities.
No. Well, thanks for popping in, Gimbal. See you later, Gimbal. Carla's in as well.
Talking if Andrew, were you just talking about avatars then, Andrew?
Yeah.
I thought you was.
Yeah.
Did anybody say how stressed I was getting on Facebook the other day trying to work out? Some people were creating avatars, and I just the link that you apparently can click on is just not there for me. So does anybody have any suggestions? How on earth I can? Just doesn't seem to be on there.
No.
But there's a link in the private chat on
this
on StreamYard to measure the shoes.
Oh, actually, yeah. Okay, yeah.
Don't know if it's any good, but I'm sure I used something like that before, and it seemed to be okay.
Oh, Nick's got a question. Yeah, thanks, Eric.
Let's have a look in the chat. Reseller Hub's popped in. Yeah, we're good. How are you? And John's popped in as well. YLM. Let's have a look. Sorry, I'm just going up the chat. Keeps jumping. Advertisement, 25 tours. I see what you mean. Underneath by vintage, people are buying bundles of clothes. Oh, I've never really looked into it. I know people who do. On that. Oh, I see. Okay, it's cool. I did see a question, but
Nick's posted a question there.
Okay. Hello, Nick. Would you rather have 10 times reasonable fast-selling items that make £10 profit each, or one slow seller that make you 100 when it sells? Oh, good question. Andrew, do you want to start off?
The answer is entirely obvious. You go for the 10 items that make £10 profit each because you can reinvest that £10.
Yeah, good answer.
So you've got your capital, your cash flow quicker.
Yeah, true.
I disagree. I'd rather have that one item that makes me £100.
But it takes you 6 months. You could have reinvested that £100 6 times over and made 600.
Yeah, but I've got it, so I'd rather invest it. Like, I'd rather sit on it and only post one item.
But you're not reinvesting your money then, are you?
Well, yeah, because when it comes in, I'll then reinvest it when it comes in.
Yeah, but it's when it comes in, you could have turned that money over so quickly. It's the standard stock market trading. You're flipping quick.
Well, the way I do it is I like to take a gamble. So I'll buy the bread and butter items, and then those bread and butter items will bring in the profit to pay for the bigger items. So when they sell, I then get a bigger profit from that one gamble.
I like fast movers. Always me.
Yeah. I can do both sides.
And when I only got one item rather than 10.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, it'd be a bit of both. I do like items that you can sell really quickly. I'm happy sort of to make a good profit, but this lockdown has taught me to basically go for having 10 times reasonably fast selling items, sort of more like items in and out quite quickly rather than sitting on stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. But the last 2 days, I've sold items that have made me
Yeah, I can understand both. Yeah.
£100 profit on each item, where I'd rather send one than send 15.
Yeah.
That's just me, but
No, that's fair enough. If
everyone has different
you, yeah, it's good.
I suppose it depends what you call a slow burner, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What happens if that one item
all
gets,
this in the bank. So as far as I'm concerned, it's an investment.
what happens if that one item gets returned though? Your £100 is gone, whereas you sell 10 items, but only one of them gets returned. It's £10 gone rather than 90.
Yeah, hedge your bets a bit.
And you can sell it again. I mean, you have a slight loss on what you've done posting it out, but you've still got that item to resell.
Yeah.
I think
Totally destroyed it.
I think the only thing we could say is obviously if you've got, they're selling quicker, there's activity all the time going on. We always say, don't we, sales breed sales.
Yeah.
So there's always going to, that could probably help.
Yeah, it kind of depends on what you're sort of selling. So if you like fast items, like obviously what Nick does, he ships quite a lot of his stuff quite quickly.
Yeah.
In certain ways.
I like to have like a mixture of both, really. But I think £10 probably a little bit low for me. I think I'd want a higher sort of profit.
Okay.
But I do like to have quite a few higher value items as well, because you get one of those sales and it's, it boosts your day.
Yeah.
So you get a few of them.
Yeah, I agree with Derek. Like, I think you're buying and selling those small items, and the gamble you've done with those, the bread and butter ones, are paying for the bigger gamble. So when those bigger ones suddenly go for the profit that you've made, you suddenly get a lot more in.
Yeah. I mean,
The gambler in me, like.
Yeah, the only downside is the return issue. You get.
Touch wood, I haven't had too many of those.
No, I mean, I always get worried when I sell something really high value. When I say high value, it's like £100 or more. But I very rarely get a problem, really. I usually get problems with cheap items.
That
is because you ship out.
Sorry, carry on.
You ship out computer games with the wrong bloody game inside. That's why you get problems.
But that's because there's worth so little. It's not worth my time really investing too long.
You've started taking a picture of it.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, that's right.
I find those £200 items, and people give you lovely praise and positive reviews, and then you suddenly sell an $8.99 item, and they're like,
Yeah, the only negative feedback I tend to get, I mean, luckily most of the time I'm able to get it removed, but it's always for the really cheap rubbish item that I would have rather just chucked away. I've probably made about £4 profit on it, but then I'm left with a negative feedback, and sometimes I just think it's not worth it. I try.
Sometimes I refund just to get rid of the hassle. I mean, a lot of people fight it, but sometimes I think.
Yeah, I mean,
playing.
I do. I base it on a case by case thing, but I really don't like refunding without getting it back. But sometimes it just doesn't make any sense, does it, to get it back? But I just don't like the fact that because most of my items are all checked. I know Andrew just said there was that mistake with the game, but that was like a one-off. Or I think there was two things I showed in that video, wasn't there? But usually everything's fine. So it's usually the user doesn't know how to use it, or even maybe it's got broken in the post or something. It's not actually my fault, as it were. So I'm usually happy to get it back.
I think it depends on the items as well, because if you've got, say, a wholesale contact for those items, you've just got one listing, you've got one picture to take or whatever, and that's it, and you're constantly getting those in and just updating the quantity on the listing, then it can be a nice burner for you.
Yeah.
If you're listing one-offs, then it's a bit more time-consuming as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff that I've got quantity of, and I make a few pound on each one of those, but I don't do any work for it. They go in a large letter.
Yeah.
I love multi-quantity stuff that can just go large letter in a jiffy bag, job done.
Yeah. But I don't see they don't bring in any income really for me. It's really low amount. Yeah. It's those £100 sales or £50 sales that make it for me.
Yeah.
I always it depends on how much you paid for the item. Like, if you've paid a certain amount for an item, I'm expecting a certain return. So if it's a little bit less than that expecting, then it's not such a bad thing as long as I'm making a big enough profit.
If you had 10 items that you spent £100 on, and you're only making a tenner profit on each of them, I wouldn't do it. It's not enough, 10%, not enough. I'd want to at least double my money on everything I've left.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I think it depends who you're going to use as a courier, because I tend to only use Hermes because my post office is kind of stuck in the middle of the town. It's not, you can't park it there. It's not easy.
Yeah, your logistics of where you're.
If you're going to start sending things through Hermes, you know you're going to already be paying about £2.85 just to send something. So it's not worth me selling much things under a tenner, to be honest. It's not really half the time worth my time and effort.
I only sell by Royal Mail because it's literally, I could chuck a stone and hit my post office from this window.
I think the other thing that's kind of, because I was a postie as well, you're always running that risk that things are going to go missing. You can't, there's never any.
Yeah.
You're always covered. If you're sending anything by a tracked item, Hermes, you're always going to be covered because it's going to get scanned. Apart from, it's only ever happened to me once recently, and it cost me. Sold a £50 clock, and then it ended up getting delivered, but to the wrong house, and it never got found. We don't know where it went to. eBay sort of closed it in my favour. PayPal, she tried it with PayPal as well, but she was getting all upset because she's paid £50 and had this clock. eBay are telling me not to communicate with her.
Right.
But you don't know whether it got delivered in the wrong place. It'll just go on the buyer might just be trying.
What happened was, you eventually found your phone number and contacted me privately. I had to go and claim it through Hermes, but because I only covered it for the £20 basic, it's never happened before, and I thought, what's the point in going for the £50 insurance? Because I've never ever needed it. So I ended up giving her £50, but I only got like 20 odd back from them. So I ended up, she wasn't going to leave it. So it was just, even though it got resolved on eBay, I still ended up having to do it. Well, I felt like it did, but it's only ever happened once.
It depends on how you view. I mean, I generally go on the basis that if it's marked as delivered, that's it.
I couldn't from you and just completely ignored it, but
I know what you mean. Yeah, it really depends on how they communicate with you as well. Sometimes you get a bad, buyer that message you all in an arrogant sort of way, and that just puts you back up. Whereas if they're nice and they sound genuine, you're probably more likely to do something for them.
Yeah.
Just popping the chat quickly. She's had popped in about an hour ago, and Nell's in. I'll be honest, as it happened. Reseller Kid says, any of the car boots opening near us? Not anywhere near me. No, I've got none near me locally.
So what's the Derek? Could you say you've got some near you that are opening?
No, we're still all completely closed up. But there's online auctions. That's the only sourcing that I'll be able to do.
Oh, okay.
Carboot sales are just all closed out.
I think I've got one near me on the 14th.
Oh, right.
So, Craig, what are they doing? How are they going to organise it?
They haven't even explained it, but I probably won't go the first week, and then see how it goes. Yeah. I'm worried that maybe it might be only the traders that turn up to sell rather than the genuine people.
Yeah, and then the traders put a higher price on. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm only interested in those that are going to sell their stuff they're clearing out.
I have a feeling that the general public probably won't go to them. I don't know, but I have a feeling that they're probably going to think it's not worth putting yourself in a risky area just to sell a load of rubbish. What they view as a load of rubbish,
I mean, what do you guys think the charity shops will do?
I don't even know if mine are opening yet. I
don't know if it's going to work.
There's only
I don't know officially. I know like you possibly be like waiting outside because only let a certain amount of people in the charity
It's like
shop.
1 in, 1 out or something.
One
I
in,
read
one out.
somewhere.
But the annoying thing is, I don't think they've got like they would be able to have a time limit on how many amount of time you're allowed in the charity shop. Because obviously someone could spend half an hour on it, and then you can go in for 2 minutes.
I would love to be first in before all the other resellers. Just
Or
take
just walking out of all the days.
even as they're queuing there, you know, going around picking stuff up.
Or what? Staying overnight, camping overnight to get in a charity shop. That's what it's going to come down to.
And then any donations they're keeping separate for a few.
Yeah, but I think the same hours actually separate.
I mean, certain times of year they have a £1 sale, don't they? They sort of change over their stock and try and.
Yeah.
But now they've sort of lost the whole season. Do you think they're going to get rid of a lot more stock?
Yeah. I'll have a look. Yeah.
I really hate it when they put out their sign saying that they're not taking in any more stock.
Oh yeah, I think that's crazy, especially when you go in the shop and they've just got rubbish on their shelves and they're turning away.
If you lowered your prices and turned over everything at £1, you'd be making.
You kind of go in week out and see the same things. It's like change your prices, that's what Craig's saying, and get it gone.
Yeah, they've got like a Twilight Scene it or something on the shelf, and they're saying board games. Just throw away the scene it and get some, you know, that might have a chance of selling.
Crazy, isn't it? Yeah. Just have a look in the chat. Tracy says she wants neither. I want a mixture of fast and slow, so items that
don't think she's talking
certain prices.
She's not talking about a stock though.
Well, you have to take it out with Tracy.
Well, I'd love to.
Fair enough. Can't say anything about that one.
I've forgotten that I'm retired. For God's sake.
Oh, yeah, stop. Yeah, stop.
I'm not. She's beautiful. It's fine.
Tommy's saying there about can scale on low dollar items as a solo person, and that's a fact. Can't make more hours in a day to list and ship. Have to raise ASAP to scale.
Depends if you've got a multi-quantity of stuff, doesn't it? And
if you have,
quick ship. I mean, you could buy a lot of big ticket items, but if they take an hour or half an hour, whatever, to package and ship,
I was about to say packing.
You've lost time that way, haven't you? So,
because I've spent like over the last 8 or 9 weeks more and more time packing items, and it takes that certain time out of your day. But as long as you have like a certain system where you've got like loads of photographs listed and done, and like what Derek does and Carboot Chris, like listing lives and lots of photographs done, and then other days do the drafts and then put them in. If you're taking like half an hour, 2 hours to pack, depending on how many items, because obviously like on the Money Mental page you've got the items that are shown, share your stacks or whatever it is, and people are having like lots of packages and items. I go and I kind of wonder how long they're taking them to do them, because everyone's got a different method how they pack the items.
I mean, sometimes it can take me a whole morning to pack.
Yeah.
If I've got like large hi-fis, it can just take out.
Getting distracted though, Derek? Did you get distracted or do you just get on with it?
I would generally get on with it, and I put YouTube on and just listen to it in the background. If I wasn't, live now, I'd probably have you on and be packing at the same time. I always try to, when I'm packing, that's the wrong way. When I'm listening to YouTube, I'm always doing something else. I very rarely just sit and watch. I'm always trying to multitask.
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it. Otherwise, it takes your time up sitting on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like a lot of us tend to forget. Cheers, Reseller Hub, saying about great stream, guys. Lots of value and interest. Interested to hear your opinions. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Oops, so Daisy. Let's have a look.
I do think it really depends on your model of reselling. Like a lot of people, I mean, me obviously, I'm part-time, so I'd like to make a lot of profit on one small item. Yeah. Whereas someone like Derek is like full-time, so he's wanting to make a full-time living. So he's more than happy to send 20 items to make more than a day's wage. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, Nick says there for him, it's about making the best of both. You can't rely on big sales either, sourcing or selling. But if you fill the gaps with the fast-moving, low-value items, it steadies a ship. Indeed, like what you see with when Nick does and others do their shipping with their GoPros on the head. You can see all the easy to list stuff, and then you get the big stuff that come out. So yeah, it's the best of both worlds. And Reseller Hub says they found me on Morning Readies. If you haven't seen Morning Readies with George Ross, do check it out. He's got like a playlist, and I was on there a couple of weeks ago. So do check it out.
Morning Readies is really good to get yourself up and going as well, because
Oh, definitely.
Before then I was probably getting up about sort of 9:30, 10 o'clock, just starting to get a little bit sort of too less.
It's not good.
Those saviours of the nation have already done an hour's work by then.
Yeah.
Well, you have, yeah. It's just people are different things they've got to do.
But yeah, the show gets you up and gets you sort of going, doesn't it? So it's good. It's good. But I think it's only for the rest of this month, isn't it, that he's going to do it? He's not going to. I don't know if he's going to continue it on into.
I'm not sure, depending on his kids, though, isn't it? If they go back to school.
Right.
Because he was only doing it for a certain period of time, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, we answered a few more questions. I've gone. Sorry, I'm a bit behind again. I just want to say thanks to Apple Core Productions and Jodie Gems Emporium for subbing to me. I get the notifications come through on my phone. Thank you very much. We appreciated for that.
See you, Mel. I think Mel's going. Good night, Mel.
I'll see you, Mel. Thanks for popping in, Mel. Appreciate that. God. Yeah, that's what PvP saying. Got to factor in the packing time. Cuts into profit. Sure does. Yeah, definitely. Let's have a look in there. So I'm just popping down the chat there. So if anyone's got any questions, Queen's Conquest says there she's up at 6 a.m. packs before the kids get up. Well, I don't know how people do it, but yeah, that's good if you get a chance to pack before they get up and annoy you.
I mean, it makes you feel so much better as well if you get up early and get stuff done. You look at the clock and it's still only sort of 9 o'clock, but you've done so much. I find it really makes it.
And it gives you a tiny bit of time to sit and have a coffee and watching Morning Readies or watching something else on YouTube for a little bit.
Makes you more productive for the rest of the day.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah. Or you're getting it in the mind.
You can go and crash on the sofa for a couple of hours.
Yeah, or sit outside like Aid does.
I'll be able to relax in the hot tub soon.
Ah, dear. And so what's your plan to the rest of the week? I know Andrew's plans. Easy enough.
I've got shopping. I've got big shopping day tomorrow. That's all.
Righto.
Thursday's always shopping for me dad, his neighbour, then my brothers. Mark. It takes up all my day. So pretty much, I don't get much done on Thursday, to be honest.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Derek, plans for the rest of the week?
Apart from the usual listing and stuff, I want to try and get my hot tub all wired in and working. So
how long is that going to take you to do that? We'll wire it all up.
It'll take a while, I think. So I've got to wire it from the main fuse box and run a wire all the way along, and I don't know whether this pump works or not. And
yeah, fair enough. You can try it.
Supposed to be
Sorry, what was that?
It's supposed to be a hot weekend.
Bubble in your hot tub.
It's supposed to be nice over the weekend, yeah. So
yeah,
that'd be good.
And so, Craig, what's the plan for the rest of the week?
I'll probably do some listing tomorrow and then put some bids in on Thursday from my Friday auction. But apart from that, come 3 o'clock, I'm normally out in the garden having a drink. Yeah,
sounds good. Why not? Yeah, I think for me, listing, doing YouTube videos. Where else am I? Posting parcels and shopping, and that's been the norm for weeks and weeks and weeks. But we'll have to wait and see what happens with the rest of the lockdown. Yeah, Reseller Kid there is, I think, 15 years old now, and he says he's got to go back to school 15th of June. Fair enough. Hopefully that goes well.
I wonder, I don't know if Reseller Kid can answer in the chat, but does any of his friends do reselling as well? That'd be quite an interesting thing to know whether it's just
reselling club in school.
Sorry, what's that?
Reselling club in school.
Reselling club.
Yeah, get all this stuff from resale and back with the bike sheds. Yeah, they get done. Yeah.
They're like a swap shop for resellers.
Yeah, true.
I think the Reseller Kid might have asked about their favourite charity shop find. I don't know if you got to that bit yet. Have you got to that one?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I'm down the end of a chat. Yeah.
In the bottom.
I brought a fat PS2, PS2 Slim, controllers and 30 games. I'm scanning them all and found Brat's Diamond PS2 worth £25.
That's pretty value there.
Just rubbish.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll look out for it when I can find one. Yeah, Georgina's saying about the drinking, but that's just Georgina entirely. What's the time? Then we've got any quick questions for 5 minutes, and then we'll end the stream because it's nearly 10:10.
Yeah.
Which reseller would date me? No, I'm retired.
I'm
retired. It's like an instinct.
Yeah. I like Queen's Conquest. Says there. Kids moan if I'm listing during the day, it lags their Fortnite. I'll see on the computer. Oh God, kids in their Fortnite. Hide. Yeah, I play it quite a bit.
I don't have the time to play games.
Yeah, I play it during the evening sometimes when with our friends and stuff, and just have a laugh and relax and chat. It's just something that sort of gets me out of what I've been doing because I'm always busy with something or another. But yeah. Okay, Mark for Book says he was selling mail order stuff, mail order when he was at school. Cool. Oh, there we go. Reseller Kid, if you'd like to let me show that one. No, none of them. Never told them. I used to sell sweets at school when I was 12, up to when I was 14. It was really good. Yeah, most of us did. Yeah, sell sweets. Yeah.
I used to sell cider.
Did that ever surprise me? No.
That were my most profitable item.
Yeah.
Cider and fags I used to sell.
Oh, naughty. Yeah, same move. Yeah, Paradox Picker, yeah. And any other questions? Have a look.
I wouldn't sell sweets, not enough margin in them.
No, but people do though. I've seen loads on Facebook and eBay. People selling big boxes and bundles of them, especially the stuff from overseas. Overseas chocolate and sweets. But
I've seen people selling baked cakes and stuff like that on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
Or soup and things like that. You know, they sell just boiled. Made some soup. Come around and bring your own bowl or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's some way of getting people around to their house.
Fair enough.
Rather than anything to do with soup.
Right, what you could have is somebody who's got a travel pass that can get over to England, buy alcohol and sell it to the Welsh for a profit.
Well, that'd be a good thing, yeah, because yours are very expensive.
Arbitrage there.
Yeah. What we're doing now?
Smuggle some tourists at the next opportunity.
Yeah. The next meetup. Yeah, that'd be good.
Andrew, you're in luck. Georgina's saying there she sells kisses.
She sold kisses. Doesn't surprise me at all.
All right.
I bet she's boarding kisses as well.
PvP is saying, is there a drinking stream for this Friday? Do you want to answer?
Yes, PvP. It's going to be on mine, apparently. It's
yep.
first ever video in general. It's going to be alive. I don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, does anyone in the chat or someone want to link Aid's channel?
Going to be a bit of Car Crash TV. Oh, you could do that now, Pete. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes.
I can't find it because he's not done any videos.
Yeah, maybe you got to. Yeah, if you can. Yeah, that's going to be quite difficult. Yeah, so someone can.
They can't even comment and click on the three dots. So
No, you can't. No, that's true. You just got to.
You'll have to visit the Bloody Mental Reselling group on Facebook.
Yes, that's a good thing. Yeah.
To find the link on Friday.
So it'll be 8:30 on Friday. 8:30 till when, Aid? When are you thinking of ending it?
20 to 9. It'll probably be all over in about 10 minutes.
Depends when he passes out.
Quick drinking.
We could do a community post on YouTube on Friday, and we'll put a link in there.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone can get it sorted out. Yeah.
I don't know who's going to come on. I'm going to see if I think Lainey said she might come on at the beginning.
Right.
It's somebody on the beginning. So I'm going to just.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, anyone can pop in that.
I don't know, Andrew, because you're busy, aren't you? So you won't be. You're not there.
I'll be on it, but I don't know how long I'll last because I'll have been moving stock between the couch and the shipping container all day. So, I'll be pretty wiped out.
I mean, Peter,
for 50 hours. Chatting away.
What I'll do is I'll probably put it in the lads as well, just in case anybody's going to. Put
the link in. Yeah, sounds good.
At the beginning.
Yeah, that's cool. What we do now, we'll end on Denise's question.
All right.
Are we all married or single?
I'm single, Denise. Yeah, at Money Mental UK on Instagram.
He's even got his own website.
Or if you want my number, Denise, it's right here.
There it
Some
is.
people on the big screen.
Oh, go on.
There you go.
Proprietor. Look at that. Proprietor.
I think all of us, apart from Derek, is single, aren't we?
Oh, cheers.
Yeah.
I've got another sub, Craig. Bless him. Cheers, Craig.
Fair enough.
Give a Craig.
The second rate version.
I've got a subscriber. Look at that.
It turns out I'm already one of your 10 subscribers.
There we go. Rich has got it, Aid.
The 10, have I got that many?
There we go. Actually, let me just go and put it on the other screen.
I'll tell you what, you'll get chucked off YouTube because you'll have the fastest growing YouTube channel ever. First video, you get 1,000 subscribers.
Fair enough. I don't see.
I wouldn't have thought so. What if I make the stream really bad?
No.
It will go viral.
I will do if it starts to sort yourself out.
There you go. I've subscribed as well to you.
Oh, they're all popping up now. It's all happening.
Yeah, I will do. One sec.
It's going mad.
Come on, internet. Yeah, that's cool. That'll have a good Friday to do. Everyone's subbing there. Nathan, Shazad, Haggis, Lover. Oh, there we go.
BBP's single as well.
There we go. Right, there we go. I'll sub in a second. So thanks everyone for popping on. Craig, Aid, Derek, and Andrew popping on. Do check out Aid drinking stream on Friday. What say you're going to name it, Aid?
Well, I believe it's alcohol with Aid.
That's a good actual stream, yeah.
But I think Mel's doing thumbnail. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's going to happen yet.
Get it annihilated with Aid.
I don't know what the picture's going to be.
It's got to feature Taurus. That's the tradition.
Yeah.
That's
So,
it.
I think I've
20
all my stocks of Taurus as well. So
I'll subscribe in a minute. Yeah, internet's going slow at the moment. 20 now, lovely. So what we do, we'll end the stream there. So thanks everyone for popping on. Obviously like, share, and subscribe and all that. And thanks for the chat for all the questions and the panel for popping on. And what we do, we take care and we'll see you soon.
Cheers, guys.
See you later.
Everybody. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye, everybody.